You find yourself in a cold stone room. The air is still, and the only sound is the faint echoing of your own breath. Directly ahead of you, a heavy iron-bound oak door blocks your path forward, the exit, but it is firmly locked. To your left, a low archway leads into a dimly lit space, while to your right, a narrow corridor vanishes into pitch-black darkness. What do you want to do next? You step through the low archway to the left and enter a smaller, rectangular room. A pale shaft of daylight cuts through a small, dusty window high up on the wall, illuminating the swirling dust motes in the air. In the center of the room sits an old, iron-banded wooden chest. To your right is the archway leading back to the entrance room. What do you want to do next? You lift the heavy wooden lid of the chest. It creaks loudly on its rusty hinges, revealing the shallow interior. Inside, resting on a bed of faded velvet, you find a wax candle and a book of matches. What do you want to do next? You scoop up the wax candle and the book of matches from the velvet lining. They are now in your inventory. The iron-banded chest remains open and empty before you. The pale light from the small window continues to illuminate the room. What do you want to do next? You step back through the archway, leaving the window-lit room behind. You are back in the main entrance room. The heavy iron-bound oak door stands before you, still firmly locked. To your left is the pitch-black corridor, and to your right is the room with the small window. What do you want to do next? You step into the narrow corridor to your right, but you don't get very far. The darkness here is absolute, pressing in on you like a physical weight. You can't see your hand in front of your face, let alone navigate where the corridor leads. Fearing you might trip or stumble into something dangerous, you instinctively take a step back into the safety of the main entrance room. The locked oak door is in front of you, the window-lit room is to your left, and the pitch-black corridor remains to your right. What do you want to do next? You strike a match from the book, and a bright yellow flame flares to life, casting dancing shadows on the stone walls. You touch the flame to the wick of the wax candle. The candle catches, burning with a steady, warm glow. You blow out the match, leaving you with the lit candle in your hand to guide your way. The locked oak door is in front of you, the window-lit room is to your left, and the dark corridor is to your right. What do you want to do next? Holding the lit candle aloft, you step confidently back into the corridor to your right. The warm, flickering candlelight cuts through the absolute blackness, revealing a small, cramped room. The walls are lined with cracked stone, and looking around, you spot a high, dust-covered wooden shelf mounted well above eye level. Resting on the edge of the shelf, catching the glint of your candle flame, is a brass key. To your left is the corridor leading back to the main entrance room. What do you want to do next? You reach up toward the high, dust-covered shelf. Stretching as far as you can, your fingers brush against the cold metal, and you successfully sweep the brass key down into your hand. You now have the key, and your candle continues to burn steadily, illuminating the cramped room. The corridor leading back to the main entrance room is to your left. What do you want to do next? You walk back through the narrow corridor, your candle flame flickering slightly as you move, and step back into the main entrance room. The heavy, iron-bound oak door is right in front of you. You have the brass key in your hand, and the candle continues to cast its warm glow across the stone walls. What do you want to do next? You step up to the heavy oak door and slide the brass key into the old iron lock. It fits perfectly. With a firm twist, you hear a loud, satisfying click as the heavy tumblers throw back. You push the door open, revealing the path to freedom. The fresh air of the outside world rushes in, snuffing out your candle, but you don't need it anymore. You step through the threshold and escape. Congratulations, you have escaped the gloom of Eldritch Manor.